All right, how's everybody doing today? Today we're going to talk about law of sines. Okay, we've been going through lots of ways of solving angles and solving sides when you have right triangles, but we haven't given you any tools if you have non-right triangles. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about law of sines, and there's not a whole lot to it as far as a formula. All it is the sine of an angle, angle A here to start, is over the side across, little guy A here, is equal to the sine of angle B over his little guy B across. That's it. And it works for all three in a non-right triangle. It works in a right triangle too, but typically we're going to use non-right triangles for this method of solution. Okay? So now, basically, what's going to happen is typically you're going to have four pieces of information there. You'll have three filled in and you'll have one missing. So you're going to be setting up ratios. So for this guy down here, for example, let's use this as our primary starting off point. I've got the sine of 51 degrees over 6, the number 6 across there, is equal to the sine of 82 degrees over letter B. And I'm solving for letter B. Okay? So, okay, this goes pretty quickly for us then. We've got uh, sine of 51 degrees times B equals the sine of 82 times 6. Okay? So now B equals the sine of 82 degrees times 6 over the sine of 51 degrees. Right? We divide to get B by itself there. Put that in our calculator, and we're careful that on the top we put these two things together and that divide by the sine of 51 last, and we get B equals 7.65. And we've solved for a missing side using law of sines. Okay? So we're going to find sides and we're going to find angles with this law of sines. That's what you'll be able to do at the end of this, okay? All right, so let's move into one where they ask us to solve the triangle. Solve the triangle. Well, what does that mean? That means find all the angles, find all the sides. So, okay, so first of all, I got an angle that's going to be easy to get to, right? 180 degrees in a triangle minus the 55 minus the 89 leaves me with 36 degrees over here at C. All right. Now, we're to the nearest tenth. We're going to go ahead and start with these guys here and go the sine of 89 degrees over 17.1. It's across is equal to, I don't know, let's pick a side here. C. Okay, so across from C is over here, little guy C is there. So the sine of 36 degrees over little guy C. All right, cross multiply, and we get the sine of 89 degrees times C equals the sine of 36 degrees times 17.1. Okay, go ahead and C equals sine of 36 degrees 17.1 multiplied divided by the sine of 89. That's very close to 1. And C is equal to, turns out to be 10.05. So to the nearest tenth is, the nearest tenth is going to be 10.05 is going to round to 10.1, right? All right. Okay, go ahead and plug him in over there. All right. Now we're going to do the same thing for this other side. Call him, he's across from angle B, so we call him little guy B. And the sine of 55 degrees over my missing side B equals the sine of 89 degrees over 17.1. Okay, and it's kind of the exact same process here, exact same thing. So uh, B turns out to be 14.00, so approximately 14. Okay, but it's the exact same process that you worked in blue there. Cross multiply, divide, and you're done. Okay? Have I solved the triangle? Why, yes, I did. I have all the angles and all the sides. Okay? Now, we got one more skill with this, and it's basically finding the angle. Okay? So, okay. Uh, so let's set up here. Let's see. I want to find these two angles and this side, EF. Okay, so angle D, angle F, and E to F, the side. Okay, so that's what I need. So let's just kind of see what I got here. Look for an angle and a side across that I know. So the sine of 57 degrees over 9.3 equals, well, I got this side over here, so let's talk about its angle across, which would be angle F. So the sine of angle F, which sadly I don't know, 7.4. Okay? So now let's cross multiply and just see what happens. So sine of angle F times 9.3 equals these two guys. Cross multiply. Sine of 57 times 7.4. Okay? Bada bing. And let's go here and say the sine of angle F equals sine of 57 degrees, 7.4 divided by 3. Okay. Now, I'm getting an angle, right? I'm getting, I'm getting a ratio here, right? So I'm not getting a side length, I'm just getting a ratio. All right, so this turns out to be sine of angle F equals, as a decimal, I'm going to take it as a decimal to 4 places. Turns out to be 0.6673. And I say to again, this is your conversation with Mr. Calculator. Mr. Calculator, I've got a ratio of 0.6673. What angle does that go to? So angle F inverse 6673. Plug it in your calculator, and you get angle F is approximately, let's see, 42 degrees. Okay, so you plug him in, 42 degrees. Now I can do my quick math again to get this unknown angle D is 81 degrees because they have to add up to 180. Make this 42 a little nicer for you here. And my last task is to find side D, little guy D over here. Okay? And little guy D, we get, okay, so the sine of 81 over D is equal to, I don't know, pick one, the sine of, see, I used the sine of 57 degrees over 9.3. Your solving here is just like the other ones. And so let's just quickly set this up. So sine of 57 times D equals the sine of 81 times 9.3. Divide, and you get D quickly equals approximately 11. 10.95 rounds to 11. Fill him in, and you've solved all the angles and all the sides. Okay, so you've solved the non-right triangle. Okay, so again, what do we do today? This is non-right triangles, finding missing sides and missing angles, okay, using the law of sines. Tomorrow we'll use law of cosines as an additional strategy that we'll need sometimes in non-right triangles. Hope you're having a great day, and we will talk to you soon.